Look at this cutie with his capris.
Come with me. Let me show you what we're doing.
Bye, kitties. Hi guys, good morning. So it is Saturday morning and we are driving to Santa Monica. It's one of the nicest days in LA.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. It feels like spring is actually here.
Glow on us. We're like angels. It's so nice.
We're both in white too. Jared's parents are in Santa Monica. They Ubered there this morning. Jared's mom got her hair done and I think they're walking around and we're gonna go pick them up and meet them. And we wanna hang out in Santa Monica today because it's gorgeous and we wanna be by the beach. It says it's 82 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
Something really cool happening in SoCal is the butterfly migration. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
These butterflies have me thinking all sorts of things because I was looking up the symbolic meaning of butterflies and I know that they're migrating here and they're going through, but still, like, that's still something.
It was insane how many there were. There were like, they were on everything in the yard. You walked outside and it was like...
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And like right now, look at them.
Yeah, there's like 5.
I don't know if it's gonna show up on the thing, but if you just like look in the sky, they're going through. So springtime and butterflies both symbolize the same thing or similar things, which I think is really cool that they're coming through during this time. Butterflies also symbolize growth and change, but in a positive way. Everything I've read said that it's all about growth and change in a good way. Also symbolizes people from your past that have died, saying hello. So I thought that was really nice too, especially for me because I'm always looking for signs from my dad. And there was this one butterfly that kept sitting next to me and was not afraid. Some of the ones were afraid, like you'd come out and they'd like fly all over, but this one just kept getting closer and closer to me. And that's the one that I actually have on my Insta story really up close. So we just got to Santa Monica and this is one of the cafes we used to come to when we lived here. Vegan donuts, they have that vegan burrito. Do you want donuts?
Oh, I definitely want donuts.
We do.
Like a 6-pack of donuts.
Their donuts are so good.
We get out without hitting that car.
Yeah,
Do I need to move?
no, I can do it.
You sure?
Yep, I hold it with my foot like this. Jared's parents don't want to be on the vlog, but they are playing their guitar and it is so cute.
Little hippies.
They belong in California.
They do.
So we're just walking and taking in this beautiful weather.
Soaking up some vitamin D.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is the next day. We did just drop Jared's parents off and that's why I grabbed a Starbucks. Normally I don't drink Starbucks. I'm like one of the weird ones that doesn't love the taste of Starbucks. Their coffee has, I don't want to say strong taste because I do love strong coffee, just it has like it's a different aftertaste. But anyways, that's besides the point. I really needed caffeine today and we didn't have any coffee left. So we just dropped off his parents and we had a really fun time and a lot of discussions, and that's what I love about his parents visiting. We have a lot of real life discussions and talk about goals and hopes and dreams. They give us nice, wise parent guidance. Actually, happy St. Patrick's Day. I should start there. So to everybody celebrating today, happy St. Patrick's Day. Since this week is spring, I believe it's spring in like 4 days, right? I think I looked that up and it's spring in 4 days, but I'm really excited that we're moving into spring, and that's kind of what has inspired today's video. And you know, seeing the butterflies yesterday, and also yesterday I went outside. A few of our trees are starting to bloom and it's just gorgeous, and we were walking the dogs this morning and I could smell the flowers and you can actually smell spring. Spring actually symbolizes growth, rejuvenation. I remember teachers talking about this in school, but what does winter symbolize? So I looked up winter and it was like winter symbolizes death, and I was like, oh. There is something inspiring about spring and, you know, seeing things bloom and, you know, seeing, like I said, the butterflies and just, you know, starting to smell the life again. And I feel like all of that, we're all connected. I'm somebody that has always believed that we're living, breathing things among other living, breathing things like flowers and plants. And yeah, it's a good time to work on you and your goals and the law of attraction. So that's actually what I want to talk about now. So grab your coffee or your tea or a drink. It's Sunday, do you? Or even a snack or something. And we're just gonna chit chat today. Oh my gosh, I just saw my neighbors running. See, that's what spring's all about. Seeing people in your neighborhood and making new friends, and everybody's coming out of the house now that it's no longer winter. In LA, for for example, raining every single day. Recently, I had a new perspective about the law of attraction. I was talking with one of my friends and then just kind of going through it in my own life, realized, okay, this is something I want to talk about and help anybody that's using the law of attraction right now, or, you know, try something and then gets down on you get down on yourself when you don't see it manifesting, or, you know, you have such a long way to go that it starts to be less momentum, you start to just be less excited about it. All of these are normal feelings, by the way. Recently, I've changed my perspective and I feel like it's helped so much. I felt so good this morning when I woke up, and yesterday, and we were just talking about it with Jared's parents, and I was like, okay, yeah, I feel good. I feel on track again, and that's what it's all about. And that's why I like to make videos on Sunday, because then I want you guys to feel good on Monday and feel good for the rest of the week. This is my new perspective. You have a goal that you want. You have an idea that you want. You have something that you want, whether it's a person, something you want to manifest, whether it's a thing, whether it's a career goal, it could be whatever. This applies to everything. And then you're working on it, you're working on it, you're working on it, and you feel like, wow, like I am not even close. Maybe what happens is now when you start to think of that end goal and you start to think of what you want, you kind of don't get that excited because you're like, I don't even see it. I don't see it happening. Okay, so bear with this example. I'm just giving highs and lows to make my point. I'm not saying that you're down here or anything like that, but let's say you're starting from the way beginning. So you're here and the goal you want to achieve is way up here. That is a huge jump. You're obviously not going to do that in a day. So what you have to realize is, okay, if I'm here, what is next best that I can attract into my life and feel good that maybe not be up here, but it's something. So maybe you're saying to yourself, I want to be my happiest self every single day, but I'm feeling so sad in bed. Or I know for me, when I used to have to do this when my dad first passed away, I was feeling depressed. I was feeling lonely. I was feeling like my world was significantly ending. Like, even if I think about it now, I feel really sad. I remember at the time, one of my friends had also lost her dad, not at the same time, but a few years before, and was like, you're not gonna feel happy right away. What you have to do is you have to take it day by day. And I realized the same thing goes with your goals. You're not gonna be way up here, you know, maybe your goal is to make $1 million, but right now you're not making anything. That's actually a good example because we can think about it numerically. So maybe you are just starting your new job and you haven't even had your first paycheck, but it's your dream to make $1 million. So that would be like you getting upset every time you get your paychecks for the work you're doing, that they're not $1 million checks. Well, it's not to say that you're not going to have those, but obviously that's a significant jump. And so comparing every paycheck to that significant jump is just going to make you sad. It's going to make you feel like something's missing, and the road, the journey is not going to be enjoyable, guys. And if that's the case, then what's the point? For me, I kind of think of it as my YouTube career. I didn't know what was going to be the end game, because when I first started YouTube, it wasn't like how it is now. So I didn't even know the possibilities that could have come from it. And I didn't know that it was going to be my full-time career. But because I didn't put those unrealistic expectations, or not saying that they're unrealistic because YouTube is my career, but I didn't put all this pressure on myself, I enjoyed the road and I enjoyed the journey. And when I look back and watch old videos, I'm like, oh, I was living my best life. Like, even though I didn't have the things that I have now that I'm excited about, like I'm excited that I was able to move across the country. I'm excited that I got my first house and my dream house with my boyfriend and our 2 dogs, and I got 2 dogs. Like, what is life? Like, I'm so excited about all the things that I have, but because I was enjoying the journey and just making videos that I was excited to make and just doing things that I was excited to do, it all ended up working out for me because I was enjoying the path. I was enjoying the journey. It made me want to continue doing it. Now, if I had started and I was like, I'm only going to be happy if I have 1 million subscribers, do you think I would? I probably, one, wouldn't have ended up here and in this state of mind either. That's the most important part, feeling happy and feeling confident in myself. But every day would have sucked for me because every day I wouldn't have had 1 million subscribers. I wouldn't appreciate the road because I would just be so focused on what I didn't have. And we know what happens with that, with the law of attraction. You attract more of that. So when going back to my dad, when my dad passed away and I was in bed, you know, feeling depressed, wanting to cry myself to sleep, where am I going from here? And my friend talking me through it, going, you're gonna have to take one day at a time. You're gonna first start out depressed, but then the next step is to feel just sad. And then after that, maybe grief. And then from there, maybe you're gonna feel okay today. Like, maybe today is just gonna be an okay day. And you're gonna have to be okay with that today's just gonna be an okay day. That okay moment. Maybe in a month you're gonna have good days. Because I was focused on each day is gonna get a little better, and I didn't put pressure on myself to just be instantly my old self again. And that's what I want for all of you who are using the law of attraction or want to learn more about it, but you're putting unrealistic pressures on yourself. Putting pressure on yourself every day, reminding yourself what you don't have. Don't look at it like that. You wanna say each day, ask yourself, where can I go from here today? And you can use this for your goals. So I know a lot of times people will say to me, I've been having such lazy days, but there's so many things that I want to accomplish. I don't even know where to start. Like, there's so many things I have to do. I don't know where to start. I want you guys to think of this example and think of this video and use that for days that you get like that, or days that you get into a rut and then you're like, okay, I want to do something, but I don't know what to do because I want to work on everything. I want to work on my health goals. I want to work on my career goals. I want to work on my love life goals. I want to work on my friendship goals. Maybe there's so many different things that you want to work on. You're like, where do I start? You're going to take it day by day. You're going to say, okay, well, today, getting out of bed, making my bed, getting to work on time, and making a green juice, that's what needed to be done today. And I'm proud of myself for what I have done today, because yesterday I was laying in bed all day watching TV. So I've significantly done something towards being the better me. So that's what I want you guys to think. Whether it's one thing each day that you can do, 2 things, 3 things, and then build on top of that. Really putting your energy, and then this is where the law of attraction comes into play, really putting your energy into things that make you genuinely happy, even if they have nothing to do with your goals. And that was a different perspective I've had the past few weeks, because when I am feeling really overwhelmed, I will sometimes go do just something that makes me feel good, even though it has nothing to do with my goals. So for me, it's walking my dogs. When I am walking my dogs, I am such a dog mom. I will leave my phone at home just because I do have 2 dogs. I gotta be careful holding them on the leashes and making sure they're not gonna get hurt. Removing myself from possibly something that was toxic. So maybe there was a work call that didn't go well, or maybe I read a negative comment that hurt my feelings. You know, basic human emotions, like things that don't make you feel good. So I'm removing myself and I'm going on a walk. I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna surrender. I'm convinced you cannot be upset when you're petting a dog, okay? If you are not feeling good, go pet a dog or a cat. Just petting them and being with them and walking and getting fresh air, and then seeing my neighbors and they're walking their dogs. And now all of a sudden I have transported, so I went from a bad mood, let's just say I was in a bad mood, went from a bad mood and transported myself into a good mood. And now, not every time, I don't want to say it's like magic, but a lot of times I'll come back into the house, open up an email, and things are resolved. And I'm like, whoa, how did that happen? Like, how did removing myself from the situation help? And the same thing goes with Jared. Me and him both have completely different careers, and the same thing will happen with him. I remember once he was having a really rough day with clients. He was like, I have to be on my phone right now, Sam. And I was like, but we're going into our yoga class. And he was like, I don't think I can. I think I have to just like look at this. And it was getting late at night. It was getting to be after work hours. And I was like, let's just go into yoga. So we went into yoga, we came out, and he opened up his email, and things were on the way to getting resolved. They weren't completely resolved, and it wasn't like, okay, he went into yoga and now poof, all the problems have gone away. No, it wasn't like that, but things were significantly better. A lot of times it just all goes back to energy, that when you are doing things that feel good, even if you don't think that they have to do with your goals, like petting a dog, you're like, okay, petting a dog feels good, but this is not gonna help me find love. You never know. You know, maybe you start walking a dog and you see a single person, they're walking their dog, and now you get talking. You never know. It's hard to get a positive result with a negative mind. It totally is. Like, think about that. How could I have a negative outlook on myself? How could I feel negatively about myself and then create a positive outcome? If you think about it, it doesn't even make sense. I hope that this video helped you and maybe change your perspective. And if you're feeling like you're in a rut, I know last week I was like, I'm in a rut, and I kept saying that, and then I started forcing myself to change the perspective, change the narrative, and now I'm feeling good again. To the point where it then inspired this video that you guys are watching. You see how like the whole pattern goes? It's just like, if you think about it, everything in life is connected and just crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below things that you want to work on, attract into your life, and how you are gonna go about doing it. And I just love all of that positive energy. I love you all. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.